Applying for jobs right now is like going fishing, except someone replaced all of your bait with rocks and then filled in the lake with concrete. It's fucking impossible. If you're a recent grad or a student looking for internships or just someone that has recently entered the job market, you know what I mean. Finding a job in today's day and age is completely cooked. Apparently, we're living in a no hire, no fire job market, meaning that nobody is hiring any new employees, nobody is firing any employees, meaning that no new jobs are opening up. This means that students and young professionals are now entering into quite possibly the worst job market for recent grads in history. For the first time in over 3 decades, the percent of recent graduates without jobs now consistently outpaces overall unemployment by over 20%. And as the cohort that is now completing their high school and college degrees, Gen Z is being hit the hardest. As per usual, I guess. Talk to anybody looking for a job right now, and you know what I mean. I was talking to my friend the other day, brilliant guy. He told me that he's been applying to 5 jobs online per day for the past 5 months, and he's barely gotten 1 interview. 1! My other friend, who did like 3 crazy internships while he was in college, took the other route, networking, going to career fairs, meeting new people, just trying to make as many connections as he could to see if one of them could help him find a job. It took him 6 months of dedicated schmoozing to land something. What happened to the good old days where you could walk into the office of the nearest employer with nothing but the shoes on your feet and a firm handshake, get interviewed on the spot, land the job, and then start working that same day? Did that ever exist? Our grandparents sure made it sound like it did. But, they like to yap, so who knows? But anyways, these stories of people applying to billions of jobs and getting ghosted by every single one are confirmed by recent data released by the US Bureau of Labor Statistics, which drastically decreased their jobs growth numbers for the past 2 months by a whopping 258,000 jobs, which means that 258,000 people that we thought were employed in this country were actually out of work this whole time. Just a bit troubling. Just a little bit, But this data just confirms what we all knew, what we all could feel deep down, that the job market, that the economy is underwater. And as much as the federal government might try to gaslight us about that, with President Trump firing the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics, trying to sweep the data under the rug, trying to hide the fact that the economy is not working for ordinary people, we all know what's going on. People are feeling it. People know that it's rough out there. You can't hand wave away the struggle that folks are enduring just to pay for their basic living expenses. You can't hand wave away 258,000 people that are out of a job. Anyways, for all the employed people out there, you may be asking, how does this all matter to me? I have a job, so I'm good, right? Wow. I didn't know we were in the presence of a job haver here. Wow. You didn't have to flex on all of us like that. Keep that shit to yourself. Just kidding. If you have a job, congratulations. You're doing better than most. Show off. But seriously, even if you have a job, this joblessness problem will affect all of us. Heck, this is the future of America we're talking about. You may have a job, but there are so many people out there that are brilliant and qualified and hardworking and talented, and they still can't find a job. The best and the brightest Americans who just graduated from college are now applying to hundreds of jobs and getting rejected by every single one. That's our future. That's America's future. The brilliant young scientist who could be working on the cure to Alzheimer's is instead languishing away in her bedroom, applying to job after job after job. The energetic social science grad, excited to get out there and change the world, is instead working part-time at Chipotle. Me, I'm looking for a job. Someone please hire me. Just kidding. I'm not looking for a job. And you know why? It's because I wouldn't wish the job application process on my worst enemy. Seriously, if you're applying to jobs right now, stay strong, soldier. I don't know how you do it, but good luck. And the thing is, it's not even like there's fields that look remotely promising or have high projected job growth. Remember just 5 years ago when everyone and their mothers was telling young people to just learn to code or to go into STEM or computer science because technology is always going to be growing with high salaries and promising job prospects? Well, it turns out that that was a complete lie. It turns out that with the rise of AI programming tools and tech layoffs that are decimating the industry, computer science and computer engineering grads are now facing extremely high unemployment rates. Unemployment rates that are double the rate of art history graduates. Yeah, it's ironic. This whole time, our aunts and uncles were shaming us for studying social sciences or humanities. How are you going to find a job with your political science degree? You should study computers instead, they said. Well, look who's laughing now. Not me, because I'm unemployed. But just kidding. But maybe I should have studied art history. It's crazy. Even the most promising fields, the most promising careers, the most promising majors from just 5 years ago have completely dried up. Look at this guy. He applied for almost 6,000 jobs and he hasn't gotten an offer. Heck, he got rejected from McDonald's for not having enough experience. Like what? Nowadays, it's like even McDonald's is requiring 3 years of experience for entry-level positions. This shit is out of control. Speaking of which, when did it become normal for every single entry-level job to require like 3 years of experience minimum? I feel like the entire point of entry-level jobs is that you aren't supposed to need experience to work them, right? Like, right? Isn't that what entry-level is supposed to mean? Like, my bad, I guess, for not going back in time 3 years to work so that I could gain 3 years of work experience before I entered the workforce. Like, sorry, I didn't think to do that. And even with a college degree, which used to guarantee you a job, which used to be a sign that you were, able to focus on projects, get things done effectively, work on a team. Even with a college degree, finding a job is still a nightmare. Going to college used to be a first-class ticket to a decent job, a good standard of living, and upward social mobility. Now, going to college is a first-class ticket to a lifetime of student debt. Don't laugh. It's not fucking funny. Asshole. It's no wonder that the kids are ditching college altogether in favor of alternative career paths, like trade schools, side hustles, and crypto scams in order to make a living. The conventional path to upwards mobility, going to college, working a white-collar office job, climbing the ladder, just isn't working anymore, and everyone knows it. And with the rise of AI, it's no secret that employers are looking to get rid of even more people's jobs and replace them with clankers. Actually, it's not just not a secret. Employers are making it explicitly clear that they want to take away your job and replace you with AI. And they're proud of it. They're practically salivating at the thought of replacing you with AI. And, who knows? Maybe, just maybe, that'll lead us to the future we've all been dreaming of, where everyone can see the benefits of increased productivity and where workers only have to go into work 3 days a week instead of 5. But let's be so for real. That isn't happening. We know how these tech billionaires function. They just want more and more money to line their pockets. Who cares if that means countless Americans get laid off from their jobs? Who cares if that means that the average American has to struggle to find a job and to afford a living? Anything to make Elon Musk just a little bit richer, right? It's honestly sad how much everyone in America is getting squeezed. And it's not even like we don't want to work. Like we want to work. There just aren't any good jobs out there for us to do. And don't tell me your standards are too high. Just go work at Chipotle. If you seriously think that our job problem in America is going to be solved by college graduates working in fast food, I really don't know what to tell you. At this point, finding a job is like finding a needle in a haystack. Except the needle is made of concrete, and actually the haystack is also just a block of concrete. I don't know why that, oh my god, I don't know why that's so funny to me. Anyways, if you're looking for a job, stay strong. I know that you've applied for 500 jobs already, but stay strong. You got this. In my experience, the job offer comes at the 570 mark, so you're almost there. Okay, I gotta go wash my dishes, but if you enjoyed this video, you will definitely enjoy this video about how they keep making up new words for bad workplace conditions. Okay, I gotta go, but I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.